Good morning, children. We are going to discuss about types of asexual reproduction. Types of asexual reproduction. Okay, children. Okay. Now there are many types of many types of asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction will be there. Many types of asexual reproduction such as fission, fragmentation, etc. Fission, fragmentation, etc. This point you have to remember. Today we will discuss about these two. What is fission? Fission means fission may be defined as the splitting of an unicellular organism. Unicellular organism. Okay, unicellular organism into two or more than two separate cells, separate daughter cells. Okay, separate daughter cells. This type of reproduction is this type of reproduction is common in unicellular organisms like amoeba, paramecium, okay, and euglena. Okay, fission is of two types. What we call fission is of two types. Fission is of two types. Number one, binary fission. Number two, what we call multiple fission. Okay. Now, binary fission we will discuss. Binary fission. Okay. Yes. This is the division of parent cell into two small nearly equal sized identical daughter. Okay, identical daughter cells. The two daughter cells then grow into the two daughter cells. Okay, two daughter cells then grow into adult organisms. Adult organisms. Okay, children. Next, in this type of reproduction, this type of reproduction, the nucleus first divide into two nuclei. Okay, two nuclei, which is followed by the division of cytoplasm. Division of cytoplasm. Next, the cell finally splits into two daughter cells. Okay, the two daughter cells grow fully. The two daughter cells grow fully and divide again. Grow fully and divide again. Okay, children, this method of reproduction occurs in what you called favorable conditions of life. Okay, children. Next, the daughter cells formed are the daughter cells formed are morphologically and genetically identical. Next, binary fission can be seen in what we called bacteria. Amoeba, yeast, and euglena. Okay, children, see, this is the parent cell, right? Then it will be divide, mature, then it will be formed like this. Then what will happen? It will be divided into two cells. Are you understanding? Okay, like this, there will be what you called division will be there. Binary fission in amoeba. This is called binary fission in amoeba. Okay, children. Observe very carefully. We are discussing about asexual reproduction. Types of asexual reproduction. Already we discussed asexual reproduction is very simple reproduction. There is no fusion of gametes. There is no involvement of two parents. Either only one parent only involved in this reproduction. So asexual reproduction majorly takes place in where? In unicellular organisms. So many types of asexual reproductions are there, such as fission and fragmentation, etc. Here today we will discuss only fission. In the name itself, answer is there. Fission means splitting into two or many. How can you define the fission? The fission may be defined as the splitting of an unicellular single cell organism into two or more than the two separate daughter cells. So how many daughter cells? More than two separate daughter cells will be formed. This type of reproduction common in where it will be common in unicellular organisms. Where this type of reproduction is common in unicellular organisms like amoeba, paramecium, euglena. What is called? May be defined as the splitting of an unicellular organism into two or more than two separate daughter cells. This type of reproduction common in unicellular organisms like amoeba, paramecium, euglena. Next, fission is of two types. How many types of fission? The fission is on two types. Number one, binary fission. Number two, multiple fission. Binary fission. What is the meaning of binary fission? This is the very important. This is the division of parent cell into two small, nearly equal sized. So parent cell will divide into how many? Two small, nearly equal sized, identical daughter cells. What I said, these all are what are called? Clones, I said. The two daughter cells then grown into which one? Adult organisms. Adult organisms will be formed. In this type of reproduction, first who will be start? Which one will be start division? Nucleus will be divided. Nucleus. Okay. Nucleus first divide into two nuclei, small nucleus, which is followed by the division of cytoplasm. Then cytoplasm also will be divided. The cell finally, what you call? The cell finally splits. So splitted or not? Splits. Okay, splits into two daughter cells. The two daughter cells grow fully and again divide. Again daughter will become adult, adult will become again divide again. This reproduction occurs very important in which one? Favorable, what you call? Favorable conditions of life. All conditions are good. This kind of what you called reproduction will be takes place. The daughter cells formed are morphologically, genetically means externally, genetically genes are identical. That's why what I said clones I said. Binary fission can seen in where bacteria, amoeba, yeast, euglena. Bacteria, amoeba, yeast and euglena. So this is the what you called amoeba. See, the nucleus first going to become enlarged, then divide, then cytoplasm divide, then two amoeba will be formed, new daughter amoeba. This is the binary fission in what you call amoeba. What you call that is binary fission in amoeba. Okay, children, that is the very important. Next, multiple fission. we are going to discuss about another topic that is called multiple fission. It is called multiple fission. What is called multiple fission. Come on, children, observe very carefully. Multiple fission. What we are discussing? Multiple fission. Multiple fission. Multiple fission. Okay, multiple fission. It is another type of fission in which another type of fission in which many individuals are formed. Many individuals are formed. Next, from a single parent. From a single parent is called multiple. They called multiple fission. Okay, children, from single parent, how many are coming? So number of cells will be more new cells are more. Multiple fission. This method of reproduction occurs in unfavorable conditions. Which conditions? Unfavorable conditions. Next, the unicellular organisms. The unicellular organisms. Okay, the unicellular organisms develops a protective covering called cyst. Okay, children, over the cell will be formed. Okay, children, the nucleus of the cells, cell divides rapidly or repeatedly. What you call repeatedly. Okay, children, producing many nucleus. Okay, children, just listen very carefully. So, another type of asexual reproduction is multiple fission. In many individuals are formed from a single parent is called multiple fission. This method of reproduction occurs in which conditions? Very important point. Which one? Unfavorable conditions. What will happen? This multiple fission will be takes place. The unicellular organisms develop a protective covering. Suppose this unicellular organism protecting covering will be what you called, the total structure will be there, cyst over the cell. What you called cyst. The nucleus of the cell divides rapid and repeatedly and produce many nuclei. What is called? Produce many nuclei. Understand or not? Produce many nuclei. Okay, children. So each nucleus, what is called? Each nucleus, each nuclei. Okay, this is important. Each nucleus is surrounded. Each nucleus is surrounded by small amount of cytoplasm. And many daughter cells many daughter cells okay, many daughter cells are produced within the cyst Okay, children, cyst is said or not? The cyst have many daughter cells, produce many daughter cells in the cyst. Each nucleus surrounded by small amount of cytoplasm. Many daughter cells are produced within the cyst. So like this. Okay, like this. Okay, like this. This is cyst, right? In this, there will be many daughter cells are produced. Okay, children. Tomorrow we will continue about this multiple fission. So tomorrow we will discuss some more points about what is called multiple fission. Some more points. Okay, what points? Okay, when cyst will be break, like that we will discuss. Okay, thank you, children.